I've listened to the court appearance of Nnamdi Kanu today and listened to the representations made by his lawyers, and which to say that I want to be part of any peaceful demonstration in Abuja or anywhere in Nigeria for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I personally reached out to Barrister Lawyer Ejimako long ago, telling him that I would want to be one of the witnesses, defense witnesses to Nnamdi Kanu. Recently, just about last week, I reminded him of my desire to be one of the defense witnesses to Martin Nnamdi Kanu. You can ask Lawyer Ejimako. I told him. So, for this new development, I want to be part of it. I am ready to go to Abuja or any part of Nigeria where such demonstrations will take place. I will be part of it, provided it is anchored on non-violence, peaceful protests. I will be there, and I mean it. I will personally be there. This is not all about Nnamdi Kanu. This is about Ndi Igbo. If anybody thinks that Nnamdi Kanu is being humiliated today, no. It's Ndi Igbo that are being humiliated. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. There's nothing like terrorism, this and that. Nothing like that. When my men were being killed in the streets of Southeast, were they terrorists? What did they do? When Nnamdi Kanu, when Ojukwu was declared to be arrested by DSS, simply because he said he supported Wazirike. He was given a one-way ticket, economy class, to Abuja. What did he do? It was just to humiliate Ndi Igbo by commanding our leader, Ojukwu, to proceed to Abuja on a one-way ticket, economy class. So all these things, I know them very well. It has got nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It has to do with Ndi Igbo. To tell us that we don't matter in Nigeria and that we could be treated anyhow. If you talk of terrorism charge or whatever, how can you be negotiating with terrorists from another tribe, one tribe, and keeping into prison terrorists from another tribe? That's the justice. So it has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It has to do with the injustice rooted in Nigeria against Ndi Igbo. That is why I will be there. That's why I will be there. It could be anybody else. It could be anybody else. It has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu, terrorism, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. It has everything to do with Ndi Igbo. The situation of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria, the humiliation of Ndi Igbo in Nigeria, and everybody is affected. We have to do this because of the future of our children. I will be there. Thank you.
They know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they're not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they're doing. And I realized that a long time ago. The problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. I think I want to say this, because Nnamdi Kanu is my friend, and I've been in this court several times on his behalf. In fact, when I would come to this court in the past, they would attack me physically. I was attacked physically thrice. Just the reason I don't come to court anymore is that a federal high court judge actually gave an order that I cannot attend this trial, this current trial. Yes, he mentioned my name specifically, so I don't want to waste my time coming to court. But to be more, I think the problem is that everybody has become complacent about Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They have allowed the so-called Southeastern leaders who are deceiving them to say, oh, we are negotiating, we will get this thing resolved, to allow them to calm down the restless people who should get him out. You are not getting, this is what I should tell you, you are not going to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention by negotiation. It's not possible. Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu to ransom for his unity. The payment they are demanding for is absolute unity and loyalty, regardless of what they are doing to Igbos. Yes, or they are doing to other Nigerians. Unless that ransom is paid, and that ransom is Nnamdi, or Nnamdi is rescued from the kidnappers. Look, all these razzmatazz we are seeing in Nigeria in the courts, Nnamdi Kanu's trial has nothing to do with judges. If the Supreme Court justices decide that Nnamdi Kanu should be freed, he will not be freed. Yes. The DSS will not leave him. Because that has happened several times. It's not matter for what they come to do in the courtroom is scripted drama, so that they will give an impression that, they know that Nnamdi Kanu's trial cannot go anywhere. And they know that if it is concluded, it's a problem. If it is not concluded, it is a problem. So they make it an open-ended trial so that they will look as if something is happening. But they're not interested in his trial. They are interested in holding him perpetually until people realize that that's what they're doing. And I realized that a long time ago. In fact, when I met Nnamdi Kanu, I met him in New York when I was on my way to Nigeria in 2019. At the time I got arrested for revolution now. And he was telling me, I told this story several times, he said, Shore, you are mad. How are you going to Nigeria at this time? They just tried to kill me in my father's house. And they killed 20-something people. I barely escaped. I said to him, and it came to pass, if they need you and they want you, wherever you are hiding, they'll come and get you. And that's what they did to him by going to Kenya. They abducted him. Till today, nobody can tell you how Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria officially. It was an international kidnap action. And you cannot cure that flaw in his trial. You can't go and kidnap somebody and bring him to court and bring him to trial. But they know what they are doing. So I hope that those who are his supporters and Nigerians who believe in justice will understand that is what he's about. He is a prisoner, not, you should say prisoner of conscience, of course he is, but he's a prisoner to the Nigerian project. The desire to keep Nigeria one, united, undividable. That is his crime. And those kind of crimes are not for trial. You can't get a court of law to convict him for that because it's not a crime. And that's what we tell people all the time. If you see all this razzmatazz going on, the judge from day one already know that I didn't commit a crime. In this case that we came to today, Justice Liman knew that there was no crime committed by calling the IGP illegal because it's illegal. The issue to be resolved is very simple. You cannot lead the police if you are not in the police force. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, I'm qualified to be IG then. Throw it open. Let anybody apply for it. Then you can make MC Oluomo the IGP of police. We won't complain. You understand? It is just like saying, look, judges are entitled to spend how many years now? 70 years as judges. We don't have a problem with that because that has been done. But if you go and bring a retired judge to come out, I won't. If I'm brought before him, I won't answer to him because I say, sir, you are no longer a judge. You have retired from the civil service. So that is the issue they cannot cure. So the judge who accepted that knew that there was no case against me. But they are interested in one thing I want to know, my international passport. I had achieved that for them. After that, come today, come tomorrow. Why they figure out other things to do to Shore. So that's what it's all about. Yes. The EFCC chairman knows that it is time to replace the eagle in EFCC with a dove.
Or a chicken.
No, a dove is harmless. Yes. Chicken can be aggressive sometimes. Yes. No, if you go to the chicken and try to mess with the chicken, they will fight. But the dove doesn't fight. They should just replace the logo of EFCC with a dove. Let everybody move on. That's the simple thing. The EFCC no longer handle high-profile cases. They can't. The high-profile people have already captured the EFCC. So the EFCC is incapable of handling any high pro. This same chairman of EFCC told us that if what's it called, Bello was not arrested, he will resign. Bello was never arrested. Bello decided after he has gone around and played and gone on vacation, came back to come and play, and he's back on the streets. Everybody's kneeling down for Bello, who is undergoing trial for. Bello is back on doing his third term in Kogi State. So what are we talking about? So, but you know, EFCC chairman must give speech. The media must report it. That's what you guys are supposed to do. But my advice once again is that the eagle must be replaced with a dove, and we all move on.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
We have so many unresolved cases in Nigeria as we speak today.
Yes.
You have raised a lot of issues as to the problems.
Yes.
What do you think is the way out of this problem? Because we have several issues. We have Sabo that's for example, that lasted over 10 years.
Sir, please, can you address us? Please talk to us, sir.
I came here today to witness the trial of MASSOB Nnamdi Kanu. I know that there is no trial in place. What you are seeing there is a script. And while I was here, I was prevented from entering the court. While I was waiting in front of the courtroom, they went and brought talks to attack me. Yes. They wanted to scare us from this trial itself. But we have told them that you cannot force a woman to be in a bad marriage. And what is a bad marriage? A marriage that cannot even accept other people to witness a trial in an open court is a bad marriage. A country that cannot allow somebody to freely express himself, that he's tired of being a slave in his own so-called country, is a bad marriage. I have said it, that it would have been my preference for Nigeria to be together. But that preference cannot subjugate the preference of others who are tired of a bad country. Yes. And the only option to keep Nigeria united is justice. And it is very obvious and clear that the Buhari regime does not believe in justice. Otherwise, you would not have gone to Kenya to go abduct Kanu and bring him to Nigeria. When he was granted bail, he went back home. You went to his house and tried to kill him. You killed people in his house. He ran away for you. And now you travel all the way to Kenya and brought him back. And we say, when you brought him back, let us see and hear what he did wrong in an open court. You said no. You cannot allow that to happen. Meanwhile, people who are bandits in this country are being rehabilitated. Terrorists are being recruited into the army. In fact, today, I was roughened up and beaten up in front of the DSS. They even pushed me back to them. So, we must not accept this at all. Whether it is happening in Nigeria, and even if it is happening even in the future Biafra, if you have it, don't accept anybody to rub mud on your dignity. It is the reason why I refuse to be intimidated. I was told today by them that I don't have a case in court. I told them, for as long as my brethren have a case in court, I have a case in court. As long as Igbo men are persecuted, I'm persecuted. As long as Yoruba people are persecuted, I am persecuted. As long as Kanu is persecuted, I am persecuted. So you cannot tell me that I don't have a case in court when we all have a case in court. But let me tell you finally, do you know the people who really have a case to answer? It is Buhari and his people. And when their trial shall start, it will be in the open. and it will be a lot of tears. All of this will end in tears for them. Every innocent man blood. Yes. Every innocent man blood has been spilled. Yes. They will pay for it. Yes. Either it is Biafra, Yoruba land, or anywhere in Nigeria. Yes. Thank you so much.
No one can stop.